Hey, I want to do a video, man. I had to holler at y'all family, man, because I was just thinking, man, and I've spoken on this before, and the issue that I was thinking of was, what was the most destructive thing that happened to the black community that got us where we are today? Many times in the past, I've spoken about the effects of hip hop and rap and gangster music on the black community. That's something I spoke on. I think that really has had a negative effect, right? But, you know, when we go back and we do the research, the historical research, man, we see that violence, gang violence, black on black genocide, black on black death did not start in mass until directly after the civil rights movement. See, you hear me clearly. Blacks were not killing blacks in the numbers that they are today until after the civil rights movement. Here's a crazy stat for you. Chicago, when do you think the city of Chicago had the most murders ever? All right. Most of y'all would probably pick sometime in the last 10 years, right? Nah, Chicago had the highest murder rate in 1974. They had close to 1,000 murders in 1974, right? So they've been getting anywhere from 600 to about 900, 1,000 murders per year for the past about 50 years in the black community, all right? That was at least, I'd say, 10 to 15 years before hip-hop, rap music even became popular, all right? This was even, I believe, prior to blaxploitation films, because we also talked about how the blaxploitation films like Superfly and all those type of movies, degraded the moral compass of the black community. So we know entertainment has done a big number on the black community, but understand it was the civil rights movement which was the originator and the original cause of black on black violence. Now you may ask yourself, how can that be? Was the civil rights move something good? Let me ask you this. Was Black Lives Matter something good? What happened when Black Lives Matter became a worldwide movement? What happened in the black community? Black on black crime and murder skyrocketed over this past year. All right, so what is the correlation between these so-called civil rights, social justice movements and black on black genocide? Well, the reality is that these civil rights movements only look to create anger, bitterness, and wrath inside black people toward white people, right? Or that's the initial target. But understand that the spirit of wrath and bitterness and anger, all right, is a spirit, right, that controls you. All right, if you can't take that anger, bitterness, and wrath out at the white man or the white man system, then you're going to turn that in on yourself, because it eats you from the inside out, and it makes you turn on not only yourself but those who look like you. All right. Not only that, the civil rights movement takes away the idea of self-responsibility. These civil rights, Black Lives Matter movements are all about blaming everyone else for your problems. There's no self-accountability. There's no preaching of power. There's no preaching that no matter what obstacles and challenges you face, that you can overcome them. All victimhood mentality. All right. It came hand in hand with the welfare system, which we talked about again, how welfare has helped destroy the black community. All these social justice systems, all right, only lead to more destruction because they don't deal with the root cause of any injustice, of any evil, which is sin. And only Jesus Christ, only the blood of Christ, only repenting and turning from your worldly and evil ways to his ways and loving your brother as yourself can stop things like racism. So any human means to change racism is only going to lead to more problems. Man has tried to do things his own way, and it's only led to destruction. And this is an embracing emphasis of why the civil rights movement then, and even the Black Lives Matter movement today, has caused a huge increase in black on black crime. Promotes lawlessness, or promotes a anti-government, anti-authority system. Not to say that the system is not corrupt, we know that. Not to say that the police cannot be corrupt, or does not corrupt or racist people, we know that. But when we fight fire with fire, everybody gets burnt. And the Bible calls us to forgive and pray for our enemies. All right, and a lot of times, I know in my life that I've dealt with people of other races, and 98% of the time they're going to judge you for the type of person you are, not the color of your skin. And that's the expectation I have for my interactions with others, and the expectation they should have for me, man. So just want to do this video, man, because God just put something in my heart. I was driving, I had to touch on it, man. And you guys are going to probably be mad and hate, and YouTube may take the video down, but, you know, the number one cause of black on black crime was the civil rights movement.